Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Build of the Week is a video series that showcases interesting character builds created by Path of Exile community members. This week's character is a Templar that has reached level 91 in the Tempest League using a trio of freezing pulse totems capable of freezing and shattering almost anything it comes across. While dual totems using the Ancestral Bond keystone are a popular build archetype, the third totem offers a substantial increase in both damage output and coverage. This is obtained from the Soul Mantle unique armor, at the cost of cursing the character anytime a totem dies. The Rain of Splinters unique jewel is used to augment the build's freezing pulse totems with multiple projectiles, freeing up a support gem slot. This ensures as many enemies as possible are hit by the pulses. This character also uses a pair of curses, which it delivers via Incinerate. Temporal Chains increases chill and freeze duration on enemies, while Assassin's Mark makes them more vulnerable to the totems. Ancestral Bond prevents the Incinerate from doing any actual damage, but that's not required for the on-hit effects to occur. The Enfeeble Curse and another copy of Temporal Chains are also triggered on damage taken, swapping out some offensive capability to further reduce incoming damage. Incinerate is a good choice for this build for another reason: it hits fast and has no base critical strike chance. This allows it to take advantage of the rapid, reliable charge generation granted by the Ramirez Banquet Ring, without being disadvantaged by the build's high critical strike chance. Assassin's Mark can allow Incinerate to crit when applied, but the chance is low enough and the speed at which charges are gained is high enough that maintaining a full set of charges is still fairly trivial. This character also uses Var Lightning Trap, which allows it to periodically create areas of shocked ground. This offers a reliable damage boost, which in turn increases the duration that enemies will be frozen. Freezing Pulse is socketed into Soul Mantle to make it into a totem, then linked to Hypothermia, increased critical damage, faster casting, and cold penetration. The Freezing Pulse gem itself has maximum quality to give its projectiles as much speed and range as possible. Hypothermia is a particularly beneficial support gem because it offers a multiplicative damage increase against chilled and frozen enemies, which ideally describes every enemy this build fights. Temporal Chains is automatically applied by the Asenath's Gentle Touch unique gloves, which have been corrupted to also grant Assassin's Mark. Skills granted by items are considered to be supported by any applicable gems in the item, so Curse on Hit allows Incinerate to apply both curses simultaneously. On the passive tree, this character mainly invests in life, energy shield, critical strike chance and multiplier, and various totem nodes. It allocates 5 jewel slots, most of which contain rare jewels that prioritize freeze chance and duration. The Whispers of Doom notable passive is important to this build as a way to enable its second curse. The increased curse effectiveness nodes on the way also benefit Temporal Chains and by extension the build's freezing ability. This character also gains 3 power charges from the tree and uses the spell damage per power charge node above instability because it maintains these charges very easily. Totem builds are often favoured for a powerful defensive playstyle, and this character effectively capitalizes on that without breaking the bank. According to the build's author, most of the gear this build uses only cost a few Chaos Orbs per item. The biggest costs were the shield, which is purchased for 2 Exalted Orbs, and rolling 5 linked sockets on the Soul Mantle. Because this build doesn't focus specifically on scaling cold damage, it's easy to level using Flame or Incinerate totems until the point where you have enough damage to freeze things reliably. If you'd like to submit a build for next week's episode, just post a build guide in the class forums on pathofexile.com. Thanks for watching and see you next time.